What's up, guys? I'm Taylor with TK Disc Golf, and we are back with another review video. This time MVP has sent us the new Ohm. It is a slower speed putter. Most of their putters are in the 3-speed to 4-speed range, but this one's actually 2-speed, 5 glide, 0 turn, and 1 fade, and just absolutely mashes off the tee. I feel like the flight numbers are very, very accurate for me, and I was able to achieve so many different lines. It didn't really matter what angle I threw it on, it just held that angle all the way to the ground. I'm really looking forward to see how this disc turns out over time, especially after beating it in. It's definitely one that I think is going to go into my bag pretty much immediately. So hey, let's take a look and see how it flies. Starting off with those hyzers though, I mean, like I was mentioning earlier, whatever angle you throw this thing on, it's going to hold it to the ground, and the hyzers are no question. I mean, it's got 0 turn and 1 fade, so it's not an absolutely beefy putter that's going to get to the ground quick, but it's got really good glide, and will fly straight for quite a while before a very gentle forward penetrating fade. For the flat releases, this is the absolute bread and butter for me. When I'm throwing it on the absolute babiest of a hyzer, or as flat as I possibly can, I see pretty much no turn from it whatsoever, so I really do agree with that 0 turn, and then it just absolutely goes so straight out of the hand. It's got the same flight numbers as a Pilot, and for me, I think I'm going to be bagging both. I really like both the Pilot and the Ohm, but the Ohm, for whatever reason, I think that gyro rim just keeps it straighter for much longer and has a much more forward penetrating bite. And then the Anheuser's, no question, it can hold them all the way to the ground. You can get some nasty flex lines out of it if you throw it with some good height. But really, I think as long as I keep this thing like 10, 12 feet off the ground, don't throw it much higher than that, and throw it on a good Anheuser release just to keep it turned over forever, that'll be the line that I think I go to the most, especially for some wooded fairways. I'm going to show you some examples here at the course. Again, we're at Golly. It's the closest course to my mom's, so hopefully once the summertime hits, we can go to some different courses for you. But hole 1 is like 240 foot. I just throw it straight into this hillside. No problems there. Easy putt. Then we're going to move on to hole 4, just to give you an example of a little bit of a flex. I could have thrown it a little wider, I think, to avoid some of the bushes, but it'll leave me inside the circle for a pretty reasonable putt. Like I said, whatever angle you throw this thing on is where it's going to go, so pretty much that shot came down to a little bit of user error. Not that it was a bad shot, I still had the putt, but I could have put it under the basket easily. There's a little bit of forehand, it can handle it. Obviously this hole I usually go with like an entropy just to rely on that overstability, but powering down and throwing this thing with some touch, you can easily get some 150 foot approach shot, forehand shots. Hole 7, I usually throw a Pilot on this hole, so I wanted to see how the Ohm did, and the Ohm performed perfectly for me. I think I could have thrown it on a little bit of a hyzer instead of super flat, that way it could fade in towards the basket, but still an easy 15-foot putt, no problems there. Here's hole 10. I wanted to throw it on a hyzer and out wide just to see how much fade I can get out of it, and it definitely came in quite a bit. I didn't record the putt because there was a group of guys behind me, and I was trying to speed past them to not hold them up any longer than I needed to. And then hole 12, of course, very fun hole. Hyzer up to the basket, tap in putt on the elevated pin to finish off with quite a few birdies, just one disc. But again, I want to thank you for watching our review of the MVP Ohm. Very fun putter to throw off the tee, and I think it'll be really fun to see this in Electron eventually for some putting duties. So MVP, if you're watching this, definitely make that happen. So again, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. That really helps us out. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close, but again, that's on you guys. Thanks for watching.